This is the Iron Trader. Now the pit's closed here at 2:30. That's about 15 minutes ago. So we're going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted along with the EIA report for crude. The video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have your crude oil, your daily chart. Okay, let's see what happened here today. Well, what do we have? We had a nice green candle with a higher high and a higher low. Okay, that's always very bullish. Now, you've been watching the videos. You've been noticing I've been pointing out this 8 SMA. Now we're firmly above the 21-day and we're headed above that 50-day. Very, very nice. Okay, so I like this series of higher lows. So even if it sells down back to that 8 SMA here or the 50 or even a 21-day, you're still in very, very good shape here. So let's look at what we're going to do on the upside. So what is today's high? You're looking at 75.83, and then realistically, this 76, this price channel here, at 76.18, which is this candle, that is going to be your next target. Okay, so that is on the upside. Now again, if you can get above and break out above that price channel, then we have a nice 77.69, the 200-day sitting right there. Now, don't get too excited because when you look at this 200-day, see this? Okay, see this? See this? Wow, very, very strong. So the chances of that cracking through that 200-day on the first try aren't really very, very good. So even when it cracked here, it cracked up higher, closed lower. Cracked up higher, closed lower, nice double top, easy short. All right, so that's what we want to look at is that key price channel, 76.18, and we want to look at 77.69. Now, what you want to do is when futures open here at 6 p.m. tonight, look at today's candle. Look at the high, the low, and the closing. Okay, always look at that, and then we can see if we can go higher to that price channel, or are we just going to do some sideways action. Now, here on the downside, what do we have? 50-day, 73.66. 8 SMA, 73.64. Very, very crucial support levels. And then right below it, we have the 72.97. Now, when the futures open at 6, that 8 SMA will be higher. So again, it looks like it just wants to curl right on up here very, very nicely, just like it did here, just like it did here. Just that when it rolls and you get that price below, then you fight the whole thing. So now what you're doing is if you can stay on top of it, you can have a nice push on up. Now, okay, so when we look here at your RSI, 56, looking good. Your MACD, green above the red, can go much higher, looking very, very good here for a bullish run. Now, the inventory had a huge draw today on the crude. You had a draw in Cushing, and we had a draw in distillate. So you had a huge build-in was the gasoline. But right now, you're in the shoulder season, so you're really not going to have to worry about the gasoline right now. But again, that shoulder season is going to end here, probably the second week here of February. So always watch that for a nice, good run. Now, if this 50-day is lost, say, okay, it topped out, we're not going anywhere, and this 8-day is lost, and this 21-day is lost, then we look to the bottom of the candle here. Okay, so you're looking at 72.56. Then we come to this candle, you're looking at 72.10, and we have 71.23, and then your nice retest here of your double bottom at 70.50. That was your double bottom right there, 70.50, and this candle, 70.47. Nice double bottom, and boom, off to the races she goes. Same way with here. Okay, 70.13, 70.06. Double bottom in play, off to the races she went. Now again, if all that is lost, then we come down to this candle at 69.28, which is basically your retest of your price channel. So right now, we don't want to get too excited because you've got a trading range. Okay, your basic trading range is 69.28 on the bottom and 76.18 on the top. So we have a nice, good trading range here. The question is it going to break out and then hit that 200-day, or is this going to be sideways action? So we know where it's going to go on the upside. So watch today's candle, 75.83, very crucial, and then watch that key 76.18. Above that, we have a nice target at 77.69. Down, 73.66. The 8-day, 73.64, and then your 21-day at 72.97. If that's lost, we know where she's going to go. Could possibly go all the way down to your 69.28. Now, again, if that's lost, here's your target, 67.71. All right, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly chart. Okay, let's take a look here at the monthly first. Well, you can see this 50-day. I keep pointing this 50-day out. Look how many times that it held here on a weekly basis. Very nice. Look how many times it's held, and then we have 2 over here for 2 months here that it has held. Okay, very, very nice. That is the key level, 69.50. Now we have to look here at 73.34. Your real-time price right now is 75.12. So now you're above that key 200-day, possibly headed towards that 78.75, the 8-day. But we got to see how that all shakes out. Right now, your RSI, well, it looks not too bad. Your MACD, you're still below your red, the green below the red, not too good. It needs to curl up and go over. But again, it's a monthly chart, so there's time left on that month. Now, on the weekly, what do we have? Very, very nice. I always point out this 200-day, 71.58. Now she's trending up very, very nicely. I pointed out the 8 SMA. Look how nice that 8 SMA now is curling up. It never went through, curling up, and now we have a real nice sideways action. What I did like about this is what I pointed out is we have a low, we have a higher low, and we have a higher low. That's always very good. But you also had lower high, lower high, lower high. So we're creating a wedge, if you look at that, going up. But now look at this today. You broke out of that wedge basically here to the upside. And now we're going to be testing this candle here, okay? So that is that 75.25. We're above that. And then this is the next candle. That's that 76.18. If you can get above, you have a nice 50-day at 77.37. And then we have your 200-day just above that on your daily chart. So you have very, very good. The key is, as long as it holds this 8 SMA, that is going to be very, very crucial. What am I doing here? Oh, yeah. Okay. Now we're back. Okay. As long as it holds this key 72.92 on a closing basis. Now, remember, today is Wednesday. You got 2 more days here that it needs to hold this on a closing basis. Now, you can see where this came all the way down, but you've held that 200-day, and we've been up here over this 8 SMA. That is going to be crucial here for the week. Now, your RSI looking good. Your MACD here, well, you know, you're trying to work it like a circus monkey. It's trying to curl back up because we know when that green goes above that red, this is what happens. So always keep in mind here, watch the MACD. Watch your RSI, look for any kind of divergences or anything. Right now, there's nothing there, but so far is looking here pretty bullish. But we do have a sideways action, but you are holding that key 200-day, which is very nice. All right, let's take a look here at the old natural gas. All right, here we have natural gas on your daily chart. Okay, well, let's just quick review. High 30.39. Lower high, 3.37. Awesome. Double top. Tells me you got to go shorty. Then we had here, when it came down, you had a nice tweezer top here, like we had here, and then selling right off all the way on down. Now, we came in, we put in 2.31. Okay, you say, oh, 2.31. Well, that is this candle here, which you look at, which is 2.29. That is your support level. Okay, so now you have a nice double bottom off that. It doesn't have to come down to the 2.27 or the 2.23. Just always look to the left of the chart. Nice double bottom play. And then yesterday when we had a higher high, higher low, and then today she zoomed right off. But where did it go? Right into the old 200, 2.66. So natural gas right now, real time, 2.661, 200-day, 2.669. Okay, so now we know where that's going to go. Okay, I pointed that out. If it's going to rally, that is going to keep. First, we wanted to fill this gap, 2.47. That was a gap. The fill was 2.51. Gap, fill, and then we looked to the left of the chart here for your resistance levels. But your ultimate goal was going to be that 200, and that's exactly where she went. Now, what do we have? Well, what do we got? If we can get above that 200, then we have your 8-day. Everything's jammed right up here. 2.73, your 50-day, 2.73, and then right above that is 2.75. Now, when the futures open up after 6, this 8-day is going to be coming on down here. So this might be all we're going to get on the old natural gas. Now, I sold right into this here. I bought the UNG, and I sold right into it. So that was a really good trade. And so I'm done for right now. I want to see exactly if you can break through that. And then we have a lot of resistance right overhead. Or is it just going to come and go right on back on down here and do a possible retest? So if this happens to fall off from this 2.66, then we want to just follow these candles again. So you got 2.58, you got 2.56 level, and then this is going to be the key because you want to go look back at that gap, 2.51, and then that 2.47. Then you can come down and retest that 2.31 if it sells right back off. But watch this key 200-day when the futures open here at 6. That is going to be very, very critical. If you can get up above that, and then we have all this resistance right there. If you can't, then we just look back at support, and then she could sell all the way back down. So we got to see how this all shakes out. Now your RSI looking very good. Your MACD still not looking good for me. That green is below the red here. We can see if it can curl right back up, which you might do, just like we had here. Okay, it went down and then curled right back up. So we got to see if it can do that. But the key level is going to be just watch that 200 SMA here once those futures open. All right, let's take a look here on an hourly and a 4. Okay, hour, 4 hour. Now we can see here on the 4 hour chart what a nice double bottom. We had a low, 2.31, and then we come down here, 2.32. Double bottom with a higher low, and boom, off she goes. Same thing here. I pointed this out. Watch that candle, 2.31, and there's your double bottom. Boom, off she goes. So now, if it can rally up, they have a lot of good resistance levels. You have this 2.73, you have 2.76 up here. So that is going to be not easy to get through on those levels. So we got to see. Now, this 200-day, you're at 2.65. You're just barely above it. We got to see if you can smash through that, stay with that when those futures open on tonight. Now, again, if you can start rallying up here, then we come up to the next level. Take your price channel, come right across. Okay, so you got 2.96, and then we just follow these levels all the way across. Okay, come up to that level. What do you have? Okay, 3.18, and then we have your big retest all the way up here. Again, there's a lot of resistance. So now when you look at that daily chart and you see that 8 and that 21-day and that 50-day, that's what you got to be, very, very cautious about. But these charts here are really good if you want to do a swing trade, because when you see a low and then you see a higher low, that is the time to take your trade, and then off to the races she goes. Okay, so you always want to see like a higher low or even like a red dog where she comes down and then closes back up. That's also a time which you can take a trade. But when you see a nice double bottom on the hourly 4 hour, that is a good time to take the old swing trade. All right, that's what I got for you on crude and natural gas. I'll be back here tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock, and we will review both of those again. Thanks for watching.